Hello, hello, hello. It's your boy Q City. This is Birds of a Feather podcast coming to you live after another Hawks win. We can talk about where I've been, but I think it's more important to talk about where the Hawks are going. 10 wins in a row. Man, this is something special. They said in the broadcast multiple times hadn't happened since that 14-15 season with Teague time. That was one of my favorite Hawks teams. Uh, I can see it is very egalitarian, very similar. We don't have four all stars, but and that happened in January, so there was a little bit more, feeling pressure going into the All Star game. When because I think if I'm not mistaken, we won like 19 out of it was 14 in a row, but then we won like 19 out of 20. It was really high. But this team has really caught fire after the All Star break. I think that something that happened is a lot of people talked about the who we were beating, right? The Nets and the Pelicans of the world. Uh, I don't think it's really important about who we beat rather than the fact that we are beating them, right? I think we played the Bucks twice, who have just been absolutely dog-ish. Um, I think it's important to focus on who this team is, right? And who this team is they're an engine, right? They are an engine powered by it's crazy to say it, but their defense. um, I'm not gonna lie. I don't like the fact that Quinn moved Ricochet out of the starting lineup. I feel like that was impacting his development, even tonight, in a night where a lot of guys got off, a lot of guys got to the floor of the game. Ricochet played. He only played 10. I remember he only had 2 points, two assists. His plus minus was good, but I think everybody's plus minus was decent. Gay and Vincent had the worst of it. Kispert had -4 with him. Um, but that lead was pretty much safe the whole night. I think the closest they got it was 12 right here, right? And they may have cut it to 10 at one point, but I don't think they got it. Excuse me, I don't think they got it below double digits, especially not after that huge third quarter. Um, Kaminga getting as many minutes as he did while he was making some bone plays was just, you know, I've still been really active on Twitter and hearing people be like, oh, I haven't seen people get on Quinn's coaching since this win streak. But it's like he still makes some boneheaded coaching decisions that I don't necessarily agree with, right? Um, I do think a little bit of his schedule, but I do think that as you become a more disciplined team, a more connected team, a better built team, right? Uh, you will be able to ride the waves of maybe some different coaching decisions. So, with that being said, Jalen Johnson is absolutely amazing. Another triple double for the night 24, 15, 13. He was everywhere. Maybe those last three assists were cheese. I ain't gonna lie. Well, no. I'll say last two were cheese because the one with off team, no, with the blown coverage, that was a legit one. That was just a blown coverage late, and then him green, and then one in the corner to I want to say it was Big O, but so maybe the last two were a little cheese, but hey, I'm not gonna be mad at another triple double. The points were legit. Definitely the rebounds were legit. Um, Dyson Daniels 15, 12, 3 assists tonight. He's had some big assist nights. Tonight wasn't overly one of them, but he was still super impactful. It is so fun to watch him and Jalen Suggs go at it, right? They're two hyper defensive guards, real good energy. Um, just seeing them guard each other is like, Spider-Man meme, but it's really it's fun to watch, right? And Dyson's very versatile defender. We, saw him. He's guarding Giannis one play, or Jalen Suggs. He can even get switched on Paolo and probably get bullied. Hey, he's working. Uh, Big O tonight wasn't as impactful as I love him to be. He tends to, and this is, styles make fights. He tends to shrink versus Orlando. That's just it's not his matchup. It's not his game. They tend to be big. When Paolo switches for him, he's too fast. When Franz is out there, Franz is a little too fast and can take him in and out. Mo's too big for him underneath. And so it's not a good matchup for him. And honestly, I thought Landale was going to get a few more minutes, but the offense was flowing so well with O out there, especially with him being able to stretch, that like what you're giving up defensively, especially because Paolo's have terrible shooting night, you don't really want to talk through. You're just like, hey, it is what it is. Nickeil was the big one tonight, bro. 41 points, his first 40-point outing. You saw late he went for the 10-3, and that may have rubbed them the wrong way, but nobody care. Like, you had all game to be mad about the fact that he was torching them. He has been a godsend to the team, right? And I had my misgivings, and I'm gonna do a Hawks pod. I'm gonna catch y'all up on a lot of the thinkings that I had. If you follow my Twitter rants, you understand where I'm coming from. But I had some misgivings about them trading Trey. But a night like today is what I do it. Right? You may have bad defensively with this team in particular. Miami is well, but you really struggled matching up defensively against this team. And yes, Franz wasn't there tonight, but you have the length everywhere on the court. They're not attacking one spot, and defense can counteract how well you're performing offensively with the length that you have on the court, with the spacing that you have on the court. This trade helps these type of situations. I honestly believe we'd be a good matchup versus Detroit. I'm not saying we'd win, but I'm saying like you make that move to beat these type of teams, right? Orlando's going to be in the playoffs. That's not an issue, right? We gained a game on them. Depending on what the 76ers do, we might put into the 8 spot. I think that getting to the 6th line is not impossible. It is going to be tough. What is that? 14 games left. You only got to make up 2, but it seems like everybody's getting hot at the right time. I think that may have a little to do with I don't think it's tanking, but people know where they are at this point in the season, right? And so it's like, if you're a playing team and I don't have a realistic shot to get to that 6 spot, am I managing rest during this time? Because I know I'm not going to fall all the way out to 10. I'm going to be in the play-in. I got to win 2 to get in, right? If I'm solidified in the top 3 seeds, I'm resting. And if one of those bottom teams catches off night, it is what it is, right? This isn't the West. It's not like a whole bunch of teams are, real bunched together in the middle of the standings that are actually going to make a difference early in the season. It's getting late. All right, we'll see who catches who when. I think that the Hawks they're a good team. They're an interesting team right now. When I look at our long prospects, I'm interested to see where we're going. I think we're banking a lot on that Bucks pick. I think we're banking a lot on Pelle pick, and seeing what those transpire to. I think that the Hawks have a decent future, but like this coach really hasn't shown any ability to develop the young talent that we do have. Asa didn't get in, even though like you saw Orlando. It was like a 26 point game, like put some of their young guys in, and then they created a spark and they kept those guys in. I understand you didn't want your starters to get too cold, but like I love to see Asa. Mo has regressed greatly. Another 0 tonight, down tonight, and he didn't get consistent. He got torched early. And then you basically benched him the rest of the game until late in the third. And it's just like it's almost impossible to catch a groove there. You're playing your guys heavy minutes, in a game where it's like a lot of people would have considered that a blowout, right? But you couldn't really shut the door. And so when I talk about coaching decisions, that's what I'd be talking about. But at the end of the day, it's hard to be super critical with the win because I remember times where this was a game we 100% lost. This team is getting more disciplined. I will give you that. This team is operating at a high clip, and 10 wins is 10 wins in a row. It's nothing to scoff at. I'm a fan. I love this team. I want them to be better. So, with that being the case, we look forward to a win. We appreciate the win. We will be back again on Wednesday. And it's been your boy Q City. I am back. It's been awesome. Peace.